Hey, congratulations. You want to start an LLC in Hawaii, my personal favorite state, or maybe favorite place on earth. There's a few things that you have to think about before you restart this process. The first thing is coming up with your name. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty of how to select a name, but there's a few things to think about. First of all, you want to make sure that the name doesn't include the words trust, bank, nonprofit. So those words can't be in there. The other thing you want to think about too is whatever your name is going to be. So if you have John's Lawn Care Services, it would have to say John's Lawn Care Services LLC. So it's all going to be one group of words. The other thing you want to think about too is make sure that your name, that you are able to create a website and that domain is available for your business name. What you don't want to do is go through this whole process of registering your business only to find out you can't get that website, because obviously nowadays you have to have a website in order to be successful in business. So just do some research before you do that. You can also go to the Hawaii Secretary of State website to go see if the name that you're looking for is already taken by somebody else in Hawaii. So just do that back research before we get to this process of actually starting your LLC. Now, there are companies out there that'll charge you hundreds of dollars to do what I'm about to do for free. So they claim it's free, but they actually hide behind annual fees, hidden fees, and other things like that. So just as a heads up, be very careful. This is an easy process. I'm going to show you exactly what to do. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to come to this website, and it's going to ask you to create an account with Hawaii. That's really easy. All you're going to do is you're going to put your name, your email address, your phone number, and then create the profile. And once you've created the profile, you'll log in from here. So we're going to log in. And so once you've logged in here, you're going to go to this section right here where it says Hawaii Business Express. And you're going to click there. And now that you're here, you're going to register your new business. So we're going to hit get started. And then you're going to click on this section that says I would like to register a new business in Hawaii with the business registration division. And then we are going to scroll down, and then we're going to put yes, it's based in Hawaii. Then it's going to ask you the structure of your business. We're going to do an LLC, limited liability company. Click that and hit continue. And this is where you're going to put your company name. So we're going to put the company name, the mail address of the principal office. So that's going to be your address. Now, if you're not working from home and you have an office or you have a warehouse or something like that, you'll put that information in there. So we'll fill this part out right now. I won't make you watch me do it. All right, this next section, the first time I registered an LLC really threw me off. It says registered agent. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was some sort of professional that I had to hire in order to get my LLC. Turns out the registered agent is the person that's going to be receiving all of the legal documents, the notices, the business documents, anything associated with your business. Hawaii wants to know where they're sending those documents. You are going to be the registered agent. And so what you're going to do is you're going to fill this out. You're going to put individual for the registered agent. You're going to put your name. You're going to put your address. That's all you're going to have to do. And then you are the registered agent. Like I said, first time I did it, kind of threw me off, but I'll fill all this out and we'll get to the next section after that. All right, for this section is just asking who the organizer is. So that's going to be you as well. So you're going to hit individual. You're going to put your name, and then that section is going to be done as well. LLC registration, just a lot of your name and your address. That's mostly what they're asking for. We'll get that part done and get to the next step. And I do want to make a disclaimer as I'm going through this. I'm not actually going to register a business. You can only do that if you actually have an address and you actually have a business that you want to register. So I'm not going to actually register this business. I'm just taking you through these steps of how to do it for educational purposes. So this next section is period of duration. I would do at will. You don't want your business to expire on a certain day. Management, you can decide manager managed or member managed. It's kind of up to you how you want to do that. We'll just put member managed. You'll put your name again. All right, so now for this section, it's the liability of members. And so you could go through these different options. I would just select shall not be liable for the debts, obligations, and liabilities of the company. That's kind of the power of an LLC. Your personal assets are protected against any issues that happen with the business and business assets and business liabilities. So that's the power of an LLC. Your personal assets are protected. So I would click on the first option, and then it's going to ask, are you signing as an individual or an entity? Just put individual. You're going to to put all your information here. And then, so obviously I'm not going to finish this up, but you're going to hit review and purchase. So it'll take you to the next page. And the next page is going to be a review of all the information that you just put in. And that is very important that you make sure that everything is in there correctly, because what happens is if you submit this to Hawaii and then find out after, like, oh my gosh, I totally put the address in wrong or my phone number or whatever, it's going to charge you a fee to go back and change some stuff. Double and triple check that review section. And then after that, it'll take you to the purchase page. You'll put in your credit card information and pay for it right there. And then what it'll do, you'll submit it. It'll go to Hawaii. It'll be processed. In all honesty, every state is different. So it's usually between 3 to 7 business days, that processing time. But before they get done with that, they will send you a confirmation email letting you know that they did receive your LLC registration. Once it's been confirmed by your state, they will send you an email letting you know it was confirmed. And then you'll also get your articles of incorporation. This is very important because the articles of incorporation is what you need for the next very important step. And that's getting your EIN, your employer identification number. And you need your employment identification number to hire employees, to open business bank accounts, to pay your taxes, and everything that is associated with that. So you have to get an EIN, and you cannot get that without your articles of incorporation. Now, the same companies that will charge you money to do what I just did for you for free, they will also charge you $100, $200, $300 to set up your EIN. The EIN process is even easier than this. In fact, I have a video, click down below. I have a video of walking through the steps of setting up your EIN. Not only that, on our website, we have a business starter pack that I have curated over the past 15 years of all the documents and all the information you're going to need as a new entrepreneur, as a new business owner to make your business succeed. It's going to have your operating agreement, which you're also going to need to open a bank account. It's going to have non-compete contracts. It's going to have non-disclosure agreements. It's going to have non-disparage agreements. Everything that you need as a new business owner, everything that you don't even know right now that you're going to need is all in there ready for you. You know, how do you create an invoice that looks professional? How do you create an estimate that you want to send to a potential client? How do you have that looks professional? We have all the templates that you're going to need at a very reasonable one-time purchase. All these other companies say it is free, but you have to sign up for their annual plan. And then once you pay for that, and if you don't keep paying their annual fees every year, you don't have access to those documents anymore. With ours, once you pay for that packet, you have that packet forever. And so you'll always have access to change things. So let's say you have a new logo 3 years from now, you can easily go into that same packet that you purchased originally and put your new logo on there. So the whole point of this is to help entrepreneurs be as successful as they can. Not only that, but we have a community of entrepreneurs that are there to answer questions that you may have as you're growing your business. How do you deal with angry customers? How do you deal with bad reviews? How do you get to the top of Google searches? I'm just trying to think, there's so many questions that you're going to have as an entrepreneur. And we are there to help answer those questions for you. Us and other experts in different fields like web development. How do I create a website that is not only visually appealing, but helps rank higher on Google searches? There's so many things to look into. So go check that out. It's a steal of a deal. Again, I wish I would have had that when I first started my business. It would have saved me months of research, lots of money, and would have just helped expedite the growth of my business significantly. So go check that out and let's get your business growing.